You're live, Ruby.
Well, this way you get to see me in production mode. What I have to make for Hiram walkers are all of these little plugs that look like this. I have absolutely no idea what they're going to be used for. I suspect they might be making small gift barrels and then using these as the bone plugs for them. Now what I'm going to do is make sure the end is the right size. It's still a little big. Check it again. Now I sand it.
Richard is there. Richard, I can't pronounce his last name. Phelan.
Okay, now I take my parting tool.
Say hi, Brian from Heartwood Turning.
Hi, Brian. Glad to see you're in. I give the top edge a little sand. And then I use my other skew. Now I fed the dowel through the chuck. So I pull out enough to give me 2 of them. And what I have is this storyboard that I use to mark them off.
Brian Sinclair's there. Brian Wayne Sinclair.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Now this is a feature I really like, using the SC2 chuck from Record Power with the dome jaws on it, because it enables me to hold the wood securely. And if you were to go to Peter Twisted Trees YouTube channel, you'll see how he modified the dome jaws to make them hold even a little better than they come from the factory. And what he did was he took a 5mm drill bit with the jaws closed as far as they would go, and just drilled an opening into the chuck. I don't take it all the way off, because what I want to do is I want to sand this top edge. Okay. And any little nub on the end I take off and clean it up. Mark it out for the second one. And this, by the way, is something you really want to have. It's a pencil holder from Lee Valley. It's got a magnet, so you can just put it right there, easy to reach.
You could put your safety glasses in there too.
They're already on. I wear them all the time.
Yeah. I got 3 or 4 of those around the shop.
Well, when I had my glasses made, I had them made with a special glass so that they are safety glasses. This sort of a job, though, is not one where you have to be that concerned about it. Okay, it's still a little big.
It's me, Richard. Richard, I can't pronounce his last name. Phelan?
Anyway,
You've got 4 people watching,
well, that's great.
but it'll be up for other people to watch afterwards too.
Well, I didn't know we were going to be videotaping this.
Bit of a last minute thing, right?
That's how I got a YouTube channel, too.
Yeah, just like this. Barry.
Rob happened to come over while I was turning. Next thing I knew, I have a YouTube channel.
That's right. Fame and fortune. Ruby's already famous. Let's have a look in this little bowl. She's got all these pegs that she's been making. I think you're right though. I think they must be for little barrels.
Little whiskey gift barrel.
Yeah. Eight people watching now.
Oh my goodness, we're on a run. Okay, I pull out enough that I can do 2 without having to move it in the chuck.
Brian says it's always good to see Ruby turning. Brian Sinclair.
I haven't done that much in the last year, unfortunately. I use my fingers to support the wood because it's bending and moving quite a bit. My thumb is keeping it anchored onto the tool rest, and my fingers are acting like a steady rest on the wood. When you do narrow pieces, it's a good idea.
TJ Turning, Terry from TJ Turning is here.
Oh, my favorite hobbit. Hi, Terry. Okay.
Pete from Twisted Trees is here.
My favorite giant.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, clean up the end. And start another one. I should have Rob timing how long it takes me to do each one, so I know how many years it's going to take me.
How many you got to make, Ruby?
1,000.
1,000 of these. And it's maple dowel that you're using?
Yes.
More patience than I've got.
Well, I have lots because I've never used any of it.
Lewis is here.
Hi, Lewis. I hope you're feeling better.
A little bit of a wiggle there, eh, Ruby, so that it doesn't bind.
Right.
That's why you're doing that, right?
Absolutely.
Hi, Lewis.
Yeah, I don't have enough to do two, so I'll just pull out enough to do one.
Last one for the video?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to get as bored as I am doing
That's what
this.
I'm thinking, yeah. But this is how to do it, eh?
Well, this is how you set up a production mode for doing things.
She's got a bench here with every tool that she needs to do this job. Right in front.
Actually, I probably have more tools out than I need.
Definitely. But the storyboard definitely helps, get precision.
Anytime you have to do repetitive spindle work, create a storyboard. Like if I'm doing balusters or newel posts and I have to do 40 or 50 of them.
Pete from Twisted Tree says, I take it that though the dome chuck is drilled.
You are absolutely right, Pete.
What are you making? Lewis wants to know what you're making.
To be honest with you, Lewis, I haven't got a clue what they are. The Hiram Walkers, who makes Canadian whiskey and is now owned by Wisers, contacted the wood mill and said he needed 1,000 of these. Could he have some made up? And they called me and I said, well, okay. So I made them up some. They were happy with them. So now they want 1,000 of them. And that seems to be the way I get a lot of my commercial jobs.
All right, wrap it up.
Well, thanks for coming along, folks, and watching.